Okay, so this is a tube tester I got recently acquired. This is the first tube tester I've ever owned. So it does work. It turns on. It doesn't need any recapping or anything. It's basically been calibrated as far as I can tell. I've tested it on new good tubes. Known new, blah, known new good tubes. Compared them to ones that were definitely used. So this is an Eicco 667. It's now there are other brands that are more well known, but this one's a decent one, and it really serves the purpose that I need, which is just to tell if a tube's weak or not. I don't need to know exactly how strong it is. I just need to know, is it good or is it bad, and how does it compare to other tubes of the same type? And they've all these controls here. Now, this squeaky wheel, the thing with Eicco is that apparently the settings on here were often incorrect or not ideal or useful. So don't waste your time with the squeaky hamster wheel of numbers here. Just go through a manual, like a new updated revised manual with updated tube values when they actually got it right. And like this one I think has relatively newer values that are a lot more accurate and correct. Now, there's a few things you have to do when you're working on a tube tester. Number one is to make sure the line voltage is correct and lined up on the line voltage there on that little line. You've got inter-element leakage. Now, a certain amount of leakage is okay, but not ideal. You really don't want it to be in a certain range depending on what tube you're testing. But obviously, you want good emissions. But you've got this pretty much tests all the common tube types that I deal with TVs and radios. It even tests transistors, which is pretty useful too. You can see the fuse holder there. I've used this, and this thing puts out very believable, results on each tube I've been testing. And the 6GH8A I tested that I pulled out of the Motorola TV, it was indeed weak. It was like right around here in range. Those tubes apparently really suck. Good thing I've got a lot of them now. So there are also 6E8As, but that's pretty much identical electrically and pinout wise as far as I can tell. I don't know why they have a different name for them, but they're pretty much identical. 6E8A or 6E8, 6E8. I'm kind of tired. Well, anyways, this is the tube tester I've got, and I'm just going through testing all the tubes in the Motorola. Really, the only one that was weak so far was that 6GH8A, so no surprise there. So that's it. Just these are very interesting devices that unfortunately are not made much anymore.